welcome to the Dance Therapy with Alex Arietti. I have something new and exciting to share with you all. I am almost done with 11th grade, and it's time to start thinking about college. And for the next several months, I will be interviewing the trained professionals in order to find out about their careers. I want to hear from them and how they choose their careers and why they chose those careers. I'm excited and I can't wait. So, since the only career I currently have is DJing and producing music, I really still have to be open minded uh, and I see what else there is out there. And I might be interested in those things. And education is very important in my family. And I would like to continue that path to live up to my family and make them proud. So, some of you may know that I love science and astronomy. Uh, so, I have a special guest here tonight, Mitch Phillips, who is an aeronautical engineer from Miami, Florida.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mitch, to the Dance Therapy, Experience Palm Beach.fm radio station.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you for coming over here to the station. It's an honor, and I can't wait to interview you. So let's get started. So Mitch is born and raised in south of Pittsburgh. He spent 4 years in the Marine Corps, and he graduated from the University of Miami with an aerospace engineering degree. You know, being a Marine Corps too, that's pretty impressive, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So I would like to thank you for taking the time to coming down here to our studio and helping me in this process. So I hope that this will help me figure out the type of school I would like to attend. After I graduate high school, because I'm almost there, almost at the finish line. So as I'm looking into these different career paths, I would like to ask you a few questions. So, tell me, what is aerospace engineering or aeronautics?
So, well, first of all, congratulations to you as well for, getting to where you're at and doing what you're doing. I have a lot of respect for that. And so good for you. And what you're doing right now is a big deal as well, because looking into your future and asking these type of questions, that's not something that a lot of people are maybe have the wherewithal to do. So
Thank you.
aerospace engineering is very simple. It's the study of things that leave the ground. So it's engineering involving everything that leaves the ground. So we're talking about helicopters, missiles, planes, and even into orbit. So that's really what I studied at University of Miami.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So what does an aeronautical engineer do? Pretty much.
Uh,
What is their
well,
task?
that's the thing is there. That's a very loaded question. It's not simple to answer that question. Um, Engineering in general is really just the way I looked at engineering for me was it taught me how to research. That's really what it did. So for me, engineering was more of a stepping stone to get to someplace else. So that's really,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't as interested as in becoming an aerospace engineer for the fact that I wanted to do because engineers do a lot of calculations and
Yeah.
it's a lot of desk work and where that's not what I'm interested
Yeah,
in.
so lots of physics and math.
Yep.
I mean, I'm a pretty big fan of math, except it's a little challenging for me. Do you struggle with math or physics
No,
in
that's
this?
actually why I decided to go
Mm,
into engineering because math is really easy for me.
you enjoy it?
I love math, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Uh, so like you said, you learned to design aircraft, spacecraft, satellites, uh, or does any other major do that, or just mostly you specifically?
Well, so first of all, you understand or you're taught to understand the theories and principles behind aerospace and everything, but you're not really. I mean, you have the ability to do it, but you're not going to be doing it to a large degree in college. Really, you are going to have to specialize in that or work at someplace like Boeing or one of the other big companies that creates aircraft to even get to that point. So, once again, engineering in general is more teaching you to understand the very basics.
Awesome. Wow. I didn't know there were so many details, in aerospace engineering. That's awesome. So another question is, what skills do you develop professionally while you were in college? How does that prepare you for the available opportunities after you graduate?
Well, it was a little bit different for me because of the fact that I had the military background. After doing 4 years in the military, it's the hard knocks school, so to speak. And one of the big things that college did for me was just give me one, the connections that I used to try to find the jobs that I was looking for, and as well, I mean, it helps shape you as a person. So especially somebody going into college directly after high school, it's going to shape who you are depending on the choices that you make and the people that you meet. So
Okay, so it helps out a lot. Awesome. Uh, how does this type of major launch a potential career? Like, what professional options do you gain once you graduate, once you complete like this sort of major?
one of the beautiful things about having an engineering degree is the fact that it gives you a lot of credibility, and not so much that you can do anything, but that you can be taught. And that's what's important, is that engineering is not an easy field. It's not an easy degree. And that's why it's very respected throughout the communities that it's in. So when you get yourself an engineering degree, it gives you a lot of basically, like I said, you're able to be taught something. And that's really important, especially when going into whatever, field that you want to be in. And I'm sure that, being able to do the music and stuff that you do, it's the same type of thing where when you show that you are able to learn those things, you immediately have credibility.
That's awesome. Uh, so on a side note, I know that you attend all of these festivals like EDC, Ultra, Burning Man. So I would like to ask you, like, what's your favorite festival out of those, or any other ones, or who's your favorite artist?
So for me, I mean, I have a really, there are two that I truly love, and that's Burning Man and Groove Cruise. And it's really difficult for me to pick which one I like more. They're so different. They both have amazing portions to them. So it's really, like I said, it's hard for me to pick one. Um, but between those two, the reason I like them so much, it all comes back to the experience that you have with the people that matter. It's not so much that, I mean, the one is on a cruise and the other one's in the middle of a desert. So they are
Yeah.
pretty much polar opposite. But the beautiful thing about it is that when you're in those places, you're completely immersed with your group of friends. So that's what's important to me. That's why I like the music stuff, is because I can spend time with people that I care about.
Yeah.
So, and for my favorite artist, I really, at this point, I'd have to probably say Galantis. They've got I love their sound. They've got a really interesting way to put out their videos and everything. With the masks
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, I saw them. That's awesome.
So it's a fun group. I mean, I have many people that I really enjoy. I mean, Dash Berlin is a great guy. He's a fun person, and I love his music, and he's been doing it forever. So, those are a couple of the artists that I truly enjoy.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. So those were the last questions. Would you like to give a shout out to anybody, any company, any person? Your
Um,
cat, your dog, if you have any.
right? No, I mean, I'd just say hi to everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and Alex is great. So
Thank you
anything that
so
you need.
much. Thank you for coming out here today. I hope you stick around while I DJ music. I mean, since you love big room, EDM, all of that crazy festival stuff, I'm gonna be playing that for you guys and you, Mitch, as well. So this was great. Let's get started. Are you ready to have a great time, man?
I'm ready to go, man.
All right, let's do this.
Thank you.
gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Get ready to rock and experience the sounds of the hottest DJ in the land. DJ Alex Arietti.
to the right, make your body move to the left. Let your body shake to the right, make your body move to the left. Let your body shake to the right, to the left.